Hello, everybody. This is Peter Palmiotti, and this is day 98 of my 100 days. Hello, everybody. And there goes my video. Thought I'd turn off the sound. Oh well. So we have Mario in the chat. Hey, Mario. You're having an excellent day. I am too so far, even though it's been kind of I was watching the end of the latest season of Santa Clarita Diet, however you pronounce that, at like 2 a.m. So at some point I'm going to catch up on sleep. But first, this is a random retro page. I'll get to that in a minute. But this is my Kindle. I've been getting so many notifications on it, and it's the screen's a dirty mess. But hey, look, you could see has reflected. There you go. Yeah, I've been getting so many notifications. I opened up my Kindle this morning, and it's just been going nuts. It was blinking on and off before, and now this is sort of the boot screen, but it won't turn off, which is okay, because my experience is that yeah, when it loses all power and I plug it back in to recharge, so it actually goes down to 0 and then reboots itself, and you can tell I haven't got enough sleep. It reboots itself, and then it sort of fixes itself. So it's happened plenty of times before, so no worries. But yeah, so this is a random page of a retro with his sexy girlfriend in their apartment together, chatting, fooling around, doing some pillow talk, and I figured I'd work on this random page. I chat with you for a little while. So, hey, Matthew. I am having a great birthday. Thanks. I'm not. Mario asks, "What am I drawing?" I'll be inking some of this. Just a little bit. So I haven't done my intro yet, but I'm going to go for a little while, I guess, today. There are many things I could have done to make this a total extravaganza, but I'm sort of it's better just to keep it plain and simple. I want to thank everyone who wished me a happy birthday. So far, I've seen a ton of messages on my Facebook, both on my profile page and in Messenger. It's like the downside of getting, I think I got around 40 birthday wishes in Messenger, is that all my other messages go down. but that's okay. All the other messages, I was, connecting with people and whatnot. Will eventually rise to the surface. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is, like, this is sort of part one of my birthday extravaganza. I'm thinking I might come back either later tonight, maybe just after midnight. See if anybody wants to hang and chat and work. I got a lot of things going on, so I know a lot of people are busy during the day, so I didn't really out and out ask anybody to join me today, at least for this video. I got a dinner thing with friends later, but above and beyond that, I'm not doing anything super special. Working on retro, putting in my time on that. I got my other inking project, which I haven't mentioned the name recently. I mentioned it before, but for anybody that doesn't know, it's Detective Dead versus Bigfoot Bill. I'm inking a story that will go out to anybody who sported the Detective Dead Indiegogo. And yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Well, I already started. And yeah, I'm working on the retro Kickstarter, getting that together. And I'm I'm reluctant to predict, but as soon as I get that together, I'll mention the day. I'll just say it's live. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's another reason I'm tired. Juggling a lot. So here's my little intro for those that do not know yet. This is my 100 days of working on my anthology story for the THEE100s. THEE100s was created by Kevin Cross. It's a comic book challenge that for 100 days you post your progress and updates. You could do it daily, which I've been trying to do, in video format, on your blog, on Instagram, what have you. And you work on your passion project for 30 minutes or more per day. So I've done it before, and I did it. I had like 83 videos or something like that. I want to try to go for a more perfect run, but this anthology is, it's 31 creators. It's book 2. They did book 1 last year. They kickstarted it, and we're going to do that probably in June. We'll see. But this is due. Technically, it was due tomorrow, but we've got a little bit of an extension, so it's the 17th. and I should definitely have my story done by then. The reason why I'm working on retro is because I don't want to show too much more of my progress to everybody. Gotta entice the readers to pick up the book and read, and see like what you haven't already seen 100 times across the internet. I showed off inks on page 1, on page 2, mostly on page 3. I'm doing a little more work on page 4. And I did not get my setup correctly here. I wish I had more space. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, forget it. Let's see. So we got Michael J. So I will tell you happy birthday here. Happy birthday. Thank you, Michael J. I saw a video you did and you talked about Conan, and I love those comics. John Mazzoon, Gene Colan, Barry Smith are my faves. Yeah. I forget that Gene Colan did some Conan work. But yeah, I mean, he was everywhere. And the greatest thing about Savage Sword of Conan, the magazine, was that, it was bigger than comic book size. I'm not sure what size they did the artwork on. Thinking about it, maybe some of them did it a little bigger than normal. Normal artwork like this page is 11 by 17. But those printed pages were bigger, so maybe the original artwork was bigger. Although I've probably seen some of it at conventions and stuff, and I think it was regular comic size. So normally I would do borders first, but I just wanted to pick a random page, and I thought this one was a pretty cool page. I still have. I want to see if I can get page 3, maybe page 4 done for the Kickstarter. If not to show off on the page, at least maybe present a link. So let's see, my spiel. If you're new here and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. I got this channel, and I'm going to start growing another channel that I started a little while ago. I'll have the first video up finally tomorrow. That's called Creator Owned Comics. It's a extension of my Facebook group, Creator Owned Comics group, that you can find on Facebook. A lot of my other comics that I'll be getting back to in due time are and links. Part of the THEE100s group, which you can join once you start the 100 days of making comics yourself, or Artcasters. Essentially, if you're an artist and you're a YouTuber, you can join that group. And Creator Owned Comics, essentially, if you're making your own comics, then please go join my group, Creator Owned Comics group. And yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can find the links for the YouTube channel in my video description on my YouTube channel. and also as a comment on this video. So if you're watching now or watching later, go do that. You can also support my channel on Patreon. Become a patron's supporter for $1 or more. I'm going to change up my Patreon again sometime later. I want to just keep it focused on comics, so I'll be working on a comic called Worlds, where I'll do a chapter update every month. But because I got, I want to do my very first full-fledged Kickstarter. I'm just going to focus on that. Focus on getting more of Detective Dead vs. Bigfoot Bill done. Getting a Kickstarter set up. Having videos for Creator Comics YouTube channel. I'll be interviewed next week. For those that don't know me or my work, and you're just showing up here randomly, I'll be interviewed by a fellow named Chuck Pinot, and he'll be asking me about all sorts of things, comic related, career related, life related. We'll see. He's gonna make up the questions. So, but he's a great guy, and he's done lots on the YouTube, and we'll find out all about that. Yeah, and then in the upcoming interview, I'll also say that because I'll be having a Kickstarter, if anybody's a podcaster, a YouTuber, a blogger, what have you, that am I doing this off screen? Sorry about that. I don't know. Didn't really get my setup right. Yeah, if you do any of the above, or just want to send me 3 questions and post it on your Facebook, what have you, just message me on Messenger. Is definitely the best way. You could also reach me at Peter L. Palmiotti at yahoo.com is my business email. And yeah, I'm going to seek out doing a couple of interviews during a Kickstarter. I don't want to become overburdened, so no more than 3, maybe 4, like if they're sort of big ones. But if you want to send me a short list of questions or whatever, I could just do that on my free time. And of course, I'm looking to grow my channel above and beyond 1,000 subscribers, which is currently 600 and change, and it took me years to get here. But because of the new YouTube policy, I was a partner with them, and they changed their policies, so I'm not currently a partner. It will take me getting to 1,000 subscribers plus 400 views or minutes or something. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, share my channel on Facebook, Twitter, what have you, Instagram, Snapchat, Tinder, what have you. So one of the things I wanted to mention was a big shout out to the fellow by the name of Jimmy Palmiotti, my brother, who posted up on Twitter this morning, to go follow me. I'm a fellow artist and good guy, so I appreciate that. I think I have at least maybe 40 or 50 new Twitter followers, so it's definitely appreciated. If you're watching this, I see there's at least 5 people watching currently. Please give this video a like. Every little bit helps me to broaden my reach. It's pretty much, I've been trying to do videos a lot more. Trying to get to a regular habit of let me do this. Okay. Of doing them daily. I'm gonna finish this 100 days plus. So I'll be going to the 17th will be my last of these videos, and then maybe take a short break, and then come back and try to do them daily. So I should probably change my YouTube cover, because I think it pretty much says at least one video a week. I want to make that daily videos. So I'll be, I used to do a thing called Synergy. I still do occasionally when I can. So I might try to make that more of a regular thing again. Maybe I'll do it. I like the weekly, but I think to get a good crowd in it, I'm going to try twice a month. So maybe like the first week and the third week. This way it's consistent with every month, and I could try to get more than just 1 or 2 people in it. And I realize like a lot of my friends do like kind of weekly things, and I don't want to overburden my schedule with a weekly program. I'd rather make it an effective program. So I'll look into that. So a little bit about the retro comic. As you can see, this is sort of a sexy page. And it won't be like extreme mature reader kind of book, but they will, I guess essentially it will be a mature reader's book. Meaning like if you're 18 or above. And there will be nudity, but not extreme nudity. There might be blood, but it won't be extreme blood. So I'm sure I'll mention that in the Kickstarter if I don't forget. So there is a page where you see a couple of topless girls in issue 1. So something to look forward to. And you'll see why as well. So yeah, my THEE100s project for the anthology, the 4-page story called The Griffin, is progressing nicely. I put in a little bit of time, but I'll make sure it's at least 30 before the date is out. And I'm thinking, I'm always trying to balance my schedule better and give what's important better focus. I'm thinking, I may technically be less online, because I wanna really try to not only jam out a lot of work over the next month or so, but do so effectively and make some good money along the way. Make some new artwork. I'm thinking of doing something. I'm thinking of doing a series called Pencil and Ink. Um, and maybe, I don't know if I can get to it today, but maybe tomorrow. Um, but Pencil and Ink will consist of me doing fan art. So it'll be comic characters I love, movie characters I love, um, and each piece I'll have for sale, like specifically for that reason. So I'll be doing, what my goal will be to attempt to do 1,000 pieces of fan art for Pencil and Ink, and see if I can sell all of them. I would love to say I would do it daily, but some days are the demands are overwhelming. So we'll see. At least maybe 4 or 5 episodes a week until I reach 1,000. So would you like to see that on my YouTubes? Um, unlike, not sure, unlike these videos where I've just been going live and that's been working for me. Well, I guess I could do it. I guess I can, at some point during the piece, go live, talk about why I love the character, talk about the piece, and make it consistently some sort of, um, steady time limit to it. And then the next day, I can show off the finished piece. So that kind of thing might work, because while I love editing videos, it has not been working in my favor to do edited videos, because I realized I was wasting half the day between editing and uploading, and much like many of the THEE100s. Sorry for the motorcycle in the background. It's one of my neighbors. Broom, broom, broom. Yeah, lots of them do. Actually, a lot of them do very short videos, and well, I do find myself watching a lot of those. I at least like, I personally like a little longer videos from people that I like to watch. It's like just if it's really short, I'm talking like less than 5 minutes. It's barely enough time to talk about anything. So I love listening to videos while I work, or watching them if I'm just getting some breakfast or lunch. While I'm still in my workday mode. I used to listen to a lot of podcasts years ago. which sort of spun into a lot of the YouTubers I know. Used to be part of podcasts. Kevin Cross being one of them. So I guess something else I wanted to mention. Oh, speaking of podcasts, there was a new one. I just listened to a couple of minutes of it. And the only name off the top of my head, there's 3 different artists. And they have a new podcast that's, I guess, available wherever podcasts are available nowadays. And there seems to be more and more places. But it's called Pencil to Pencil. And I got I got 2 cats in the apartment right now, and I hear one of them. I expect her to jump out onto my artwork and spill my ink. It's just, I'm a little paranoid with cats in my studio. But all's good. Let's see. We go quiet and just checking something really quick. All right, cool. So yeah, I was kind of thinking I would go long, but man, I really should have got more sleep. So excuse me for that, but yeah, like I said before, what I might attempt is like part 2 of this. I think technically today's day 99. I'll double check that. So I might do part 2 of my birthday extravaganza, like I mentioned, maybe before, maybe after, maybe tomorrow. So I'll get up to the correct day, because I'm kooky like that. But yeah, work has been good. Life has been good. Looking forward to tonight, hanging with friends, eat a good meal. This one in particular is going to be home cooked. And yeah, just chilling, just chilling for a couple hours. And so maybe before that starts up, I'll grab some power sleep. The mind is willing, but the body needs rest. Yeah, it's like in my head, and I'm just juggling so much. And it's sort of like for those that don't know, like me and my ex kind of share cats. I think she's got who she wants, and I got who I want, and like hers work well together, mine work well together. If anything, she'll probably get rid of a couple of the babies because they're a lot to handle, and she has too many for where she's living. It's a lot. It's a lot to take care of a whole tribe. But one of them, Angus, who used to live here for a while, he's when he's active, he's a crazy total nut. Lovable as much as he is crazy, he's so lovable. Anyway, man, he was tiny when he was living here, which wasn't too long ago. And he has grown, man. He has grown. There's one thing I always loved about Angus, and besides he's being a cute little bastard, is he's got like the slickest, smoothest coat to him, and it's like the different cats have different sort of like coats and yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say more than that, but yeah, he's super slick, and he's much bigger and chunkier. When he was living here, I thought he would never grow. His brother, like two peas in a pod, his brother Fritz, they always wrestle and tussle, and I thought, like Fritz was almost a bully because he was bigger, and they both have grown equally. But I think at the moment, Angus has more of an advantage weight-wise, because Fritz is like, he's turning into a long haircut. He was fuzzy before, but now he's like, geez, he's ready for winter. I don't know how he's going to fare in the summer. But they're both awesome, and they both, so totally playful, and this is not much of a comic talk, is it? I just love my buddies. But yeah, Santa Clarita Diet, which is I'm blanking on her name. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore is in it, and the actor from Justified, I forget his name at the moment. Justified is a good show. But this is him doing something different. I've seen him do serious roles, and this is him do a comedy role. And Drew Barrymore, I mean, they're both awesome. If you haven't seen the show, it's a zombie show, but they're adorable. Everybody in the cast in the show is adorable. They have been cursing more this season, it seems. But they have a daughter in the show, and the daughter has a friend, and there's a thing between them, and it's just a fun show. Yeah, I mentioned not too long ago, a day or two ago, or whatever, I finished the last episode of Shield. And man, that show just, it's crazy, and it's constantly, what I kind of dislike about it is that, it's like, oh, they were friends last episode, and now they're at each other's throats, and it's kind of, it seems constantly to go, oh, they're good now. Oh, they're bad now, and oh, they're with the team. Oh, they're um, against the team. Just I know they're doing it for drama, and maybe it does add to uh, the overall like of the show. But yeah, the situations they've been getting into and the craziness involved in that, it's just insane. But for for whatever kind of budget they're running with for a TV show, there's some super freaking fantastic things that happen. You could tell when they're just getting by with what they're able to do, you know. But when they pour on the effects, it's it's pretty great. So let's see. Fantastic show, very funny. Yeah. Watching Bates Motel, awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to get going. Hope you enjoyed this show. Got a little ink started here. Like I said, I usually do the borders. I'll probably go in and do the borders to what pages don't have them, which are the majority of the pages. But this is Retro, my character. I created him back when I was a teenager. He's been poking around in my brain ever since. I've developed him further along than just a costume superhero with a name. And I hope you pick up the comic one day when it becomes available. Just really excited to work on a superhero. It will be ongoing. A number of people ask me, oh, what's his origin? What's his powers? Well, that's involved in the story, so it's kind of leaking all that. But essentially, he's a meta-human, since we can't officially use superhero. Damn you, Marvel and DC. But he's a meta-human, and he is stronger than the average person, faster than the average person, heals faster than the average person, that sort of thing. And he has he super excels at, let me see if I could remember it. It's parkour is his style of getting around Manhattan, where he lives, and chasing and beating up other meta-human villains and such. So you can look forward to that. Like I said, working on the Kickstarter, and I will know you pretty much when all my social media turns green. That's when I'll be doing my Kickstarter. It won't be in reference to St. Patrick's Day. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for coming to hang out with me. Once again, please give the video a like. Comment if you're watching this later below the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Become a patron. Subscribe to my other channel and all that business and jazz. Love you all. Keep making art and comics. See you again shortly.